dramatic to say that I've waited my whole life for this moment. I have an embarrassing amount of Beis products, and today we are going to review every single one of them. I own and regularly use 10 different Beis products. No, this is not sponsored or affiliated with Beis. I wish it was. Shay, if you want to hit me up, let me know. I just have simply purchased all 10 of these products and use them on a regular basis. If you're new here, hey guys, I'm Indigo from the Indigo Sahara Travel Blog, where we help hundreds of thousands of travelers just like you make their dream trips a reality through a bunch of travel tips and destination guides. So I know a thing or two about traveling and what you need and what you don't need on your travels in terms of luggage and bags and cosmetic cases and all that good stuff that Beis has to sell. Wow, these curls are really curling today. I have literally so many different products that we are going to review. They just keep coming. I don't even think I can hold them all at once because there are so many. And this does not include the backpack, work totes, well, the other work tote minus the one I'm holding right now, and also my carry-on and baseball hat. Basically, there's a lot. We have 10 precisely products that we are going to review today, and it's worth noting that all of the products that I own, I either own them in the beige color, which is like the classic Beis color, or the maple color, which is another very popular color on Beis. The only exceptions are my work totes, which are older. I got them a couple years ago, and the color was called Cognac Croc. Now it's called Maple Croc, I believe, or Croc Maple or something like that. So it's basically the same bag, just named a different color, but it pretty much matches. It's a dark brown color, but yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that all of the colors that I have, I don't have any of the colorful colors. I am a neutral girl, so I have everything in beige and maple. It's also worth noting that some of the colors are very frequently sold out on Beis on their website, including the maple color. So if you see a product that you like and it is sold out in maple in the one that I linked in the description, that doesn't necessarily mean it's sold out, just means that that particular color is sold out at that particular time. Usually it comes back in stock, and usually there are other colors, particularly the beige and black. They usually have those colors in stock. They should have at least one color in stock, even if the maple is not in stock. And one last thing I want to mention before we dive into the review is that I do have a referral code on Beis that I will link in the description, where you can get $15 off your first Beis purchase of, I believe it's of over $100 or more, which obviously if you're getting luggage or a big bag like the Weekender bag, it's very easy to spend $100 on Beis. So it is definitely worth using that link if you plan on making a purchase through Beis. First and foremost, let's review the luggage, because that is really what Beis is known for, is their luggage. I do not own the check bag yet, but I do own the carry-on roller in maple, and I love it. I do plan on buying the checked bag size eventually. My cat is meowing in the background. Hello! Would you like to say hello to everyone? Anyways, I do plan on getting the check bag in the future. I just haven't gotten it yet, haven't needed it. I usually travel carry-on only, which is why I just have the carry-on version for now. So let's go into the review. Basically, this piece of luggage has almost everything that you could ever want in a piece of luggage. I really think the Beis product team thought of everything when designing all of their products, but especially the luggage, for a few different reasons. First of all, it does have the TSA approved lock, which I've actually never used. I should probably start using it. I just haven't gotten there yet. Haven't set it yet, but if you do look for TSA approved lock in your luggage, it does have one. It is a very classical hard clamshell suitcase. You know what I'm trying to say. It is very durable. You can see a few different scuffs that it did get. It does scuff easily, I would say. However, that's not something that I necessarily care about. I know a lot of people care about that when they're looking at luggage. I just personally don't as much, I guess. And they do have luggage covers that you can put over the luggage, they even have matching ones that match the color of your suitcase now. So they do offer that. I just don't necessarily tend to care as much about the scuffs because it's luggage, it's gonna get handled roughly in the plane. I just know going into my travels that it probably will get scuffed, and then I'm not as like disappointed when it does get scuffed. But anyways, it does scuff a little bit if that matters immensely to you, but I will say too that if it gets dirty at all, it does wash off with a magic eraser very easily. Moving on, there are a couple other parts of the exterior that I want to show you before we get into the interior, which is the really good part of the bag. But one part that I wanted to bring up was the handle. The handle is padded, which I know sounds probably pretty ridiculous. Like, why would you necessarily need a padded handle? But it is a luxury that I did not know that I needed on a long travel day. It is padded with like almost a gel padding. Really comfortable on the hand. It's not sweaty, it's like a cooling material. Yeah, so I really like that feature. Another very thoughtful feature that they put on the exterior is this zipper. This zipper is bigger than the other zippers, which I'll show you to compare. So here are the zippers that lock into the TSA approved lock, and then there's this bigger zipper. They are different zippers and different sizes because the bigger zipper opens the expandable part of the suitcase. This way you will never have to, if you're trying to expand or close up the expansion part of your carry-on, you'll never have to like guess which zipper actually is the expander one and which one opens the suitcase. It has happened to me so many times where I'm trying to open the expander or open the suitcase and I open the wrong zipper. So with this different zipper, that never happens. That's just like an inconvenience with luggage that I never really knew needed a solution, and now it has a solution. The last thing I want to mention about the exterior is this clip on the front of the suitcase. It latches out and then you can loop a small bag to the front of your suitcase. So just to show you a very quick example, here's the Dopp Kit, which I'm going to review later on in the video. I can loop it around here if I need to and clip it to the front of my suitcase, and it stays there nice and tight so that I can be hands-free. I find this extremely helpful in the airport when I need to go to the bathroom, and maybe I have my personal item bag or a plastic bag from getting food at the airport. I can just loop it around the front of my suitcase and be hands-free when I'm going to the bathroom, and then that way I also don't have to put anything on the nasty airport bathroom floor. I can stay off the floor and out of my hands. That is super useful. Now moving on to the inside of the suitcase. I'm gonna try to make this quick because we have 10 other products to review, and I honestly could make an entire video just about this piece of luggage, but to give you a quick look at the interior, like I said, it is a clamshell style opening with one side that is open and has compression straps, and then the other side that has this zipper section. So that's super nice. It's almost like built-in packing cubes, so you can keep everything organized in one side or the other on your trip. My favorite part of the interior though is this pocket specifically. There are two pockets, which are very nice for keeping things organized and clean in your suitcase. But this pocket, as you can probably see by just looking at it, is a wet bag. It is a very durable, plasticky type bag, which is perfect for putting your either muddy clothes after hiking, or of course where you can put your wet swimsuits after swimming at the end of your trip. I have found that bag very helpful, not only for swimsuits but also for muddy clothes after hiking. It just keeps everything nice and clean and dry in my suitcase without having to use a plastic baggie to keep my wet/dirty clothes separate from my other clothes. Number two, we have the Beis Weekender Bag in beige, which I honestly wanted to love a lot more than I actually do. And I know that is a very unpopular opinion. I know that the Weekender Bag is loved by many, but I think the reason why I find it to be a little overhyped is that I don't do a lot of overnights or very short 1 to 2 night trips. Most of the time if I'm traveling, I am flying somewhere. So this bag is just not big enough. On the flip side, it is too big to be a personal item bag. It will not fit under the seat in front of you in a plane, so it has to be your carry-on, which means you have to carry it through the airport if you use it as a carry-on without wheels, which is another pain. So overall, if you fly for most of your trips, I actually do not recommend this bag. However, if you do a lot of overnights, maybe you're a nanny who does a lot of overnights, or you do a lot of quick overnight trips for work, then this bag would be great for you because it is the perfect size for overnights. It is not called the Weekender for nothing. It is really just a weekender bag with enough space for a weekend worth of stuff max, from my experience anyway. But aside from the negatives, let's get into some of the positives because this bag does have a lot of great qualities too. First, it does have a pocket that can unzip to be a trolley sleeve to put on your suitcase, which I find very helpful. I love that in all of Beis products. Has another pocket on the exterior on the flip side, and the most popular feature of the Weekender bag is probably this shoe compartment at the bottom, which I do love and find very, very helpful to keep my shoes separate from all of my clean clothes. I do love that feature, but to play devil's advocate, I also find that because that feature exists, it makes the interior a lot more shallow than you think it would be. This bag looks huge, I'm not gonna lie, like it looks very big, but I don't know, from my experience, it just does not hold as much as I think that it should, which is why I don't use it as often as I was hoping to use it. But anyways, on the inside, there is a padded laptop compartment, which is great. They have pockets galore, 3 open pockets, 1 zipped pocket, and a bunch of space. Inside, I don't mean to be super negative about this product. I really do love it. I just wish that I used it more than I did. And for my type of travel, it just doesn't suit me as well. So if you can relate to the type of travel that I do, mostly, you know, trips that are longer than 3 days and not overnights, then you probably won't want to opt for this bag, even though I do love it. I mean, it's still a very, very durable, very high quality bag, but it just doesn't suit me in my particular travel type. Oh, and one other feature that I actually do want to mention that I do like is the classic key leash that a lot of the Beis products have. So you can put your keys, your keyring on this key leash and put it in your bag, and that way you never have to dig through your bag to find your keys. You'll never lose your keys because you just pull out this key leash and they're right there. So I really do like that feature, and you'll see that a lot throughout this video. On the other hand, this next product is actually I think one of the most underrated Beis products, and that is the Beis Backpack. I love this thing. I use it all the time. It is great for just like everyday use on the go. And it also works great as a personal item. It does in fact fit under airplane seats in front of you, unlike the Weekender bag, so you can pack this thing if you're doing carry-on only and treat it like a personal item. It of course has the padded laptop compartment in the back. It also has a trolley sleeve. This one doesn't zip on the bottom to become a pocket, but it does have it nonetheless. It has a very spacious pocket on the front face of the backpack with pen holders and other pockets. It also has a key leash so you don't lose your keys. And it has 2 different water bottle holders. I have found that they're a little bit tight for like a bigger size water bottle. They do come in handy for putting my glasses case or my sunglasses case or a bottle of sunscreen in there for like beach days, pool days. That's what I have found them to work great for. Then on the inside is probably the best part of the backpack, and that is because it is set up like a suitcase. So it opens up all of the way like a suitcase would. It has a mesh pocket and a plastic pocket, which would be, again, great for anything that's dirty or wet. And then the main compartment has compression straps just like a suitcase would. So you could literally pack, honestly, I think you could pack more clothes in this one backpack that is smaller in size than the Weekender bag than you can in the Weekender bag. Of course, that is taking into consideration that it does not have a separate shoe compartment. So obviously you might not be able to fit your shoes in here with the clothes, but you can fit and roll a lot of clothes in here and fit it under the seat in front of you as your personal item. Definitely like the backpack a lot. I use it all the time. And honestly, like, this is a very unpopular opinion, but I would almost recommend the backpack over the Weekender bag. And I know that is a very hot take. The next 2 items that I want to review are very, very similar. Actually, they're basically the same exact thing, but they are 2 different sizes. And that is the work tote and the large work tote. So because the large work tote is bigger and probably will be harder to see in the camera, I'm just gonna go over the regular work tote. The large work tote is exactly the same, but it is much bigger and can hold significantly more than the work tote, but that's literally the only difference. All the pockets are the same that I'm about to show you. All the features are the same. It is just much bigger, and both work as great personal items. I love that they look very professional. So if you're going on business trips, they look very professional, but are also very practical for travel days. I love that. And they also work great as like a briefcase or daily purse too. I definitely think if you're using this on a daily basis as a purse, briefcase, you could probably get away with the large work tote. A purse, on the other hand, I'd probably get just the regular size work tote, because the large work tote would be very large for just like an everyday purse. But yeah, anyways, that is kind of like the difference between the large size and the regular work tote. So let's get into the features now. The front, super cute. I love the croc pattern that they have. Very chic. There's a zipper pocket on one of the ends and a water bottle pocket on the other end. Again, the water bottle pocket isn't super spacious. Like, I don't think I've ever fit a water bottle into it, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but it is there. On the interior, see if I can, hopefully I can get you a decent visual. There's a padded laptop compartment, of course, which again is great for business trips. There are a couple pockets on the interior, pen pockets. It does have the key leash, which I love, again. It also has a zipper pocket on the other side, but my favorite pocket is the center pocket that you can actually snap out and use as a pouch. I have found this to be great for makeup products, also like electronics. If I'm going on a business trip, it's a great place to store all of like your chargers and cords and stuff. I've used it for feminine hygiene products. Really, this pouch is just fantastic, and I love that it snaps in and out. So if you're using it as a pocket, then you can just snap it right back into place, and it's just a regular pocket on the inside. So I really love that feature of both the small work tote and the large work tote. Then finally, it does have the iconic trolley pass sleeve that zips at the bottom to be used as another pocket, plus another pocket on that pocket. So there's definitely no shortage of pockets in this bag. Moving on to some of the smaller base products that I own, we have the Sport Sling in maple, of course. I was a little bit afraid that this bag was gonna look a lot bigger on me than like my other belt bags, but it actually doesn't. When it's on, I mean, you can kind of see it just looks like a normal size belt bag, but it holds a lot more. It is bigger. It has more pockets and a special hidden feature that I am very excited to show you. But let's start with the exterior. So the exterior is like an athletic material. It does kind of stain. I did get some sort of oil on it, like sunscreen or something, and it did stain. So I did want to mention that. But other than that, there are several pockets on the front face of the Sport Sling. Then there are also two zipper compartments. So the front zipper compartment is very spacious and has credit card slots, which means you don't have to pack your wallet in here. You can just put your cards right into the slots, and that saves a lot of space in the belt bag. Then the second compartment is kind of like an expandable section, and it's very spacious. As you can see, there's about enough space for like your sunglasses, your wallet, if you needed to bring your wallet too. Basically anything that you would fit in another belt bag. It has a mesh zip pocket on the inside and an elastic banded pocket on the inside. And of course it has the key leash, which is great. So those are the two main compartments of the Sport Sling. Then on the back, you have a couple key features. First, you have this back pocket, which is really deep, and it is the perfect size for your phone, your passport, or cash if you had cash on you. That's the perfect place to put those things because it is attached to your body. So that is what I use that back pocket for all my very expensive valuables. Minus, I do put my credit cards in that front slot section. And the last but certainly not least is the hidden feature that I am very excited to show you, and that is the water bottle holder. This thing is so nice for days out, days at theme parks, sports outings, and even hiking, because it can hold a whole water bottle. What belt bag can hold a whole water bottle? And if you're not carrying a water bottle on you, all you have to do is stick it back into its hidden pocket in the back, zip it up, and it's gone. You can't even tell that there's a water bottle holder there. That single pocket is the reason I bought this bag, and I don't have any regrets. Believe it or not, we're only about halfway through the products that I have. So next we're gonna move on to the Dopp Kit. Now this Dopp Kit I actually got for free with my referral points, and I don't think it's necessarily something that I would have purchased for myself, but I am so glad that I got it. And now that I have it and know how great it is, I would consider buying it with paid money, not just referral points. Basically, it's great. So first of all, it is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be in a good way. I travel with a lot of toiletries, as one lady does. So a toiletry bag that is big enough to hold everything is important to me. When you open this thing up, I mean, it's like a shoebox. It's literally bigger than my head, so it can hold a lot in it. It has several pockets on the inside, as you can imagine. There's one open pocket on this side, and this pocket on the other side is probably my favorite feature of the entire Dopp Kit, and that is a silicone toothbrush pocket. It is a silicone wet bag on the inside of the Dopp Kit that literally says toothbrush on it, like it's meant for your toothbrush. And being the germ freak that I am, I personally don't know how people can just travel with their toothbrush open in their toiletry bag with all their other stuff in it. That's just not for me. I have to have my toothbrush in a baggie or with a cap on before I put it in my toiletry bag. But with this one, I don't have to have either of those things. I can just put it in its own designated pocket, and it is separate from all of my dirty makeup brushes, from all of my soaps or stuff that like I don't want to get on my toothbrush. It's completely separate, and yeah, that is definitely my favorite feature of this Dopp Kit. Also, if you haven't noticed, it is a very similar style to the Weekender bag. Like, they look, it kind of looks like a miniature version of the Weekender bag, and like its big sister, it also has a bottom compartment that I will open and show you. Very similar to the shoe compartment of the Weekender bag. I use this compartment for all of my makeup brushes to keep them nice, separate, and clean, and also that way makeup isn't transferring from my brushes to any of my other toiletry products, like my face wash, for example. They are completely separate, and I really like that the Dopp Kit has that. Overall, the Dopp Kit was a very pleasant surprise for me, and I would recommend it to others. Next, very similarly, we have the In-Flight Cosmetic Set, which I also got for free with my referral points. The In-Flight Cosmetic Set comes with 2 cosmetic cases, which is cool. One, which is quart size, and because it's clear, it can be used as your TSA liquids bag. I think that's great. No more annoying plastic quart-size baggies that rip. In theory, you can just use this to bring your liquids through security. I do like that they match. I haven't actually brought this big one on a trip yet, but it'll be interesting to see how often I use the large one compared to my Dopp Kit, because I don't know if it'll hold as much, and I do really like the Dopp Kit. So it'll be interesting to see in the future how much I use this compared to the Dopp Kit. But the small one I think is worthwhile simply because you can use it for your carry-on liquids, which is what makes it the In-Flight Cosmetic Set. Also on the small one, as you can see, there's this metal thing that says Beis in the front. It has its own mirror, which is fantastic for flights. Basically a built-in compact mirror in the front. I'll show you if you take it out. It's a nice little compact mirror that you can have and set up in your flight to do in-flight makeup touch-ups, or maybe you're on a long-haul flight and you want to do your skincare on the flight. That is just a great addition to have for an in-flight cosmetic case. And of course I got them in maple to match my luggage. Now we only have 2 more items to review, and this next one we're going to review is the jewelry case. Now I've seen a ton of cheaper versions of this on Amazon, but the main reason why I bought the Beis one, besides the fact that I literally am obsessed with the Beis brand, is that in order to redeem your referral points to get a free item, you have to have a paid item in your cart. Actually, both this and the next item are a couple of the cheapest things that Beis sells, which is why I bought it. So I got this cheap paid item, I had it in my cart and I bought it, and then I was able to get the cosmetic set for free with my points. So that's why I bought this one instead of like another very cheap jewelry box for travel from Amazon or somewhere. That is why I got the Beis one. I like that it snaps open, and this is the beige color. I got it in beige to match my other beige products, but what I like about it is that it's almost a little bit whiter than the other beige products, but it still matches well. Like they even though they're different colors, they still complement each other well. And as you can tell by like this entire room, I love white and cream colors. So I like that it's a lighter cream color and still matches the beige products, even though the colors are not identical. So let's get into the inside of the jewelry box now. It has a mirror, which is great. I think that's a feature that is missing from a lot of cheap jewelry boxes for travel, is a mirror. And then it has these button latches for necklaces to keep your necklaces from tangling. It has these ring/earring slots. I don't know what you'd call that, slots, I think, padded slots. It has this pocket, which I'll probably use for earrings, smaller earrings. And it also has a watch pillow to travel with your watch. I think that'll be great for traveling with my Apple Watch. I think this will be a great place to travel with it and make sure that the screen doesn't crack or anything when I'm not wearing it. And last but not least, we have the Beisball Cap. First of all, round of applause to the product team for naming it the Beisball Cap. I love a good pun. I love a good play on words, so shout out to them for that. This was another product that I paid for to redeem my points for another free product. This is one of the cheapest things they sell on Beis, so which is why I bought it. I was also very excited to have some Beis merch because I do love the brand. So I was excited to rep their merch with a baseball cap. However, I was expecting it to be a cotton baseball cap, and it is not. It is actually an athletic material. It is nylon, not like a regular cotton baseball cap. I mean, you can tell, like in the video, it's shiny, it's reflective, it's not cotton. Online, it looked like it could be more cotton because it looked less reflective online, but it is not. It is nylon. It is a very athletic material. In the back snap is kind of like cheap plastic. I'm not gonna lie, it's not like the most high quality baseball hat ever. And it's definitely not, actually. It feels a little bit cheap. Even the athletic material on the hat feels like it could rip, which is fine, honestly, for a hat, because it's not like luggage where it's gonna be torn up and handled roughly. But it is worth noting, because if you're gonna be spending, I wanna say this was like $30, $35. If you're gonna be spending that much for a baseball hat, you'll probably be expecting it to be very high quality. It just did not meet my expectations, unfortunately. I still wear it. It is great for a workout hat because it is that athletic material. It is great for working out. It's just not what I expected, which is totally fine. It happens sometimes. If you're looking for a good workout hat, this is a great option. If not, now you know what to expect. And that is it. Now you have a good review, a good look into 10 of the Beis products that I own and use on a regular basis as a traveler. Again, overall, I love Beis. Highly recommend their luggage. Highly recommend most of their products. I swear that product team just thinks of everything. I really love all of the features that are very thoughtful that they put into their products. And I hope that this video was helpful. If you're looking into buying a Beis product, I know that they can be a little bit pricey, and you want to make sure that you have a good idea of what you're paying for before you put several $100s potentially on the line. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, I do have a $15 off link that you can use if you are purchasing from Beis for the first time. So definitely use that if you want to save some money. And I had a lot of fun with this video. Let me know in the description if you want a deeper dive into any of these products, or if you agree or disagree with some of my comments, like the Weekender bag. I know that most people love the Weekender bag. So if you're one of those people, let me know why you love it. And if you're looking for some more good travel essentials for women specifically, I do have a whole video all about travel essentials for women. So you should definitely watch that video next. Other than that, I will see you in next week's video. So for now, ciao.